Welcome, everybody. We are Marvelous Musings. I'm Agraj.
I'm Addy. This is Neurogen, and that's our guest. That's our guest star Andrew for this week. We're going to be talking about Hawkeye, which just ended.
Yeah, welcome, everybody. We're going to be talking about Hawkeye, the show, the mini series by Marvel that just came out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Haley Steinfeld's in it.
As we noted in our trailer reaction video, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't watched it, please go ahead and watch it. It's right there on our channel. I look exceptionally hot in the opening palette that Neurogen made for that, so please go ahead, give that a look. But yes, as you noted, Haley Steinfeld is in it.
I'm a huge fan.
I think we all are.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just getting right into it. Let's just, talk about how we felt about the show, each of us. I'll start. I thought it was really enjoyable. Honestly, out of the four, I think it might be my second favorite after Loki. I really enjoyed the whole Kingpin reveal. And because I loved Daredevil when it was coming out. Great show. By the way, if you haven't watched Daredevil, watch it before No Way Home. That's all I'll say.
Nice.
And yeah, honestly, great show. Great show. Would watch again. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yes, I also enjoyed Hawkeye quite a bit. It was a very fun show to watch, I'd say. And out of the 5 shows, it's definitely up there.
Oh, I wasn't counting What If.
Yeah.
Why would you not count What If?
Because it's animated.
So
Not
Agraj,
real.
get out of here.
It's not MCU. Really? Is it MCU?
True, it's
MCM.
MCM. It's MCM.
It's
not
MCM, first of all.
I really liked Hawkeye, though. I actually really liked it. It was, for once, there was no one literally terrorizing and hypnotizing an entire town. There was no TVA erasing trillions of lives. It was lighthearted. It was nice. It was a nice thing. It was low stakes, but they still managed to make it a significant character moments for all of the characters involved. And I definitely enjoyed it. Andrew, what about you?
Yeah, no, it's definitely up there with all the other TV shows. I think it would probably be in my top 3, maybe top 2. I'd have to think about it a bit more, but I mean, the characters, how they integrated them, it's a great job. And I think it's setting up for something really big.
Yeah, and like I'm just thinking like how they were able to make a show that was actually enjoyable about the least important member of the Avengers.
You're going there, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love Hawkeye, but the character, I mean, not just the show. But he doesn't get that much screen time, and that's just the truth. And I thought this show really did him justice.
Can we talk about one thing here? Can we talk
Yeah.
about one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Florence Pugh as Yelena was amazing.
Yes.
And the entire dynamic in the lift, the entire lift scene, I could watch that 500 times. That was amazing. Maybe not 500 times.
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. Yeah, dude. Speaking about
Also, it's weird. I haven't had hot sauce with macaroni and cheese before, but now I do kind of want to try some.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
I
Yeah, about Hawkeye being the least important. Yeah, it kind of makes sense because the people surrounding him and the rest of the members of the Avengers, they're like are very unique. Like Iron Man having a suit and all, Thor being an alien technically, and a god. Hulk being this big green dude who's smashing everything.
That's a superpower.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He's the big green dude who smashes everything. That's his superpower.
Yeah, it's really easy for Hawkeye to be like ignored, right? And being outshined by the rest of his members. So him getting a story like this is very good for his character. I think definitely getting back from Black Widow dying back in Endgame, back at Vormir for the Soul Stone, and yeah, also passing down the torch to the new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, obviously, and yeah, it's definitely a great show, I think.
Yeah.
Although I don't think he's passing it down. I think he's going to be a part of Marvel for a while still. Kate is not ready.
The fact that he brought Kate to his house at the end, that makes
should
it
be a
seem like
signal.
they're still going to work together. So if he was truly going to retire as Hawkeye, he would have gone home alone and he would have been like, I'm going to spend the rest of my time with my family. This is your job now. And he would literally like almost be passing the torch to Kate. Yeah, he would say it.
He would probably give her the bow, like his bow as well. Like,
That'd
be a really good way to do it.
let's refer back. I want to bring this up. Let's refer back to one of our very first episodes where we talked about the Young Avengers, and Kate Bishop was brought up. So, of course, at that point, we had very little idea of what Hawkeye was going to look like. Now that all the episodes are done, we've seen them all. What do you guys think about Kate Bishop as the first of the Young Avengers that we've seen so far? Of course, you do.
I love her.
Well,
Okay,
can we
I'm a
say
big
she's the
fan.
first? We already saw Speed
Yeah.
Lincoln.
They
Yeah.
were literally the concepts of a crazy person's mind.
But yeah, we're gonna
Also, Yelena, is Yelena considered the
Yelena's
first?
gonna be a Dark Avenger,
Yeah.
if anything.
I'll
But
be
I
a
don't know
dark-
if that'll still happen, to
Avenger.
be honest.
Yeah.
Because
No, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
I think it will happen, but it'll just be slightly different from what we expected in episodes 4 and 5.
possibly.
Yeah, Yelena and Hawkeye kind of like
Reconciled.
They reconcile.
Hawkeye sort of redeemed himself kind of in Yelena's eyes,
Yeah.
sort of, and I don't know if she's gonna be part of the Dark Avengers anymore, but the main reason we said she might be because of part of the Dark Avengers is because Val recruited her at the end of
Yeah.
Black Widow in the post-credit scene. So, and seeing this show, it could be unlikely, but we're just gonna have to wait and see.
But yeah, it's definitely done some more story building and setup for the Young Avengers, which we're all looking forward to. We still need America Chavez, Riri Williams.
America
I think
Chavez is gonna be
in
in
Doctor
Multiverse
Strange.
of Madness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like every single new Marvel MCU installment at this point is introducing a new member of the Young Avengers.
Yeah. And the
Speaking
Dark
of which,
Avengers.
the Wiccan and Peter are gonna be returning in Multiverse of Madness. Well,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
probably.
yes, let's talk about the best character of the show, the dog.
The pizza dog.
Yes. Yes.
Can we just share something? Andrew's dog apparently loved Pizza Dog and always barked at the TV every time Pizza Dog showed up, which is always
He
a very
wanted to
good
be
signal.
he wanted to be his best friend, I'm telling you.
Oh, dude,
It was adorable. It was annoying, but it was adorable.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the dog like really stole the show. Every single scene it was in,
Absolutely.
and yeah, dude, it was awesome.
100%.
That
I
one
definitely
scene,
agree. He stole the show, but also I liked what he signaled, like in terms of Kate's character. It
Yeah.
told us a lot about her character, and it was also a really fun addition into the show.
Going back to what Adi said, it shows what she is as a character. I mean, the first time she goes out to fight bad guys, she ends up saving this dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally her first night, and this dog was part of it. And I think, I hope that Marvel just keeps him in for a while. I still think they should do a miniseries.
Should you just call
You need
Pizza Dog?
Pizza
Yeah,
Dog.
the pizza dog, the
Lucky the Pizza Dog.
Chronicles.
The Amazing Chronicles of Pizza Dog.
Yeah.
I would pay a lot of money just to watch that. I don't care if they released every episode in cinema and each episode was 5 minutes long. I'd
You know
still
what?
watch every
You know
one
what
of them.
else I want to see? Rogers the musical, a full length
Yes.
Rogers the musical performance.
Wait, we already saw
Yeah.
that though.
No, but
in
that was
But
just
we didn't see the full.
that was just
That
a
was
song.
like a part.
Yeah, that was
We
I
need
can do
the
this all
entire
day.
musical.
All we know is we only know one musical number from the entire show. And if it's anything like Hamilton, there should be at least 39 more. Getting back to characters, can we talk? What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is more a show about setting Kate Bishop up? Or do you think it was more about about like sort of giving Hawkeye the show he wanted, or the show he needed, the show he deserved? I think in the end of the day, I think Hawkeye as a character did deserve something for a long time, and at least, a movie or a show. And he finally got that. But I'd say this had a lot more to do with setting the character of Kate Bishop up than it did giving exposition or any sort of.
I'm gonna disagree with you there. I would have agreed, like, if at the end, if Hawkeye had either died or had physically passed down the bow and said, "You're Hawkeye now" to Kate Bishop. But obviously, Clint Barton didn't do that, and I felt like, is it possible for the show to do both, or to almost the same level? Because it was a really good exploration and setup for Kate Bishop, but it was also a really good establishment of exactly what kind of person Clint was, and also just like what being an Avenger meant to him, because these were questions that were they were brought up, especially in Age of Ultron, significantly, but like they were never significant. They were never elaborated upon to the extent that we got here. So this is Hawkeye's show, I think, or at least Clint Barton's show.
I kind of agree with both of you. I think it's in both aspects, but I think for the show to be truly about Hawkeye, they would have had to do a background story for him. I mean, it like setting him up, because to be honest, we don't know that much about his background story in the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't got that much screen time. We've gone back for Black Widow. We went back in time. I think for this show to be truly about him and not him training Kate or Kate being set up, it would have had to go back in time, because I don't think he's at the level that they need to like add more to him. They have to go back and add in the past.
Yeah, as a character,
Yeah,
Hawkeye has certainly lacked depth in the past, and has been more just the bow guy, the archer of the crew.
Yep.
But I think maybe why I feel that this is more about setting Kate Bishop up is the fact that he has already been sort of set up in the sense that we know about him as a character, and Kate is obviously a brand new character to the MCU, so they needed to do a very good job of setting her up right off the bat, which I think they did. And it's not a complaint, it's not a criticism. I think it worked perfectly fine, but it is something I think that should be discussed.
Eleanor and Jack.
Can we talk about the entire Jack like twist, especially like right at the end, the very last episode where she tells her friends, fake security, whatever they were, that he's also on our side, but let's also get him out of here. That Jack twist, like I was kind of annoyed with it at first, but it was interesting. It was nice to see that they still have a bit in them to pull those kinds of twists.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be cool to see Jack Duquesne as a swordsman.
Upper will. Yeah,
he's swordsman in the comics, so he's probably gonna become swordsman.
I mean, it's also possible he won't be, and that was just a slight nod to the fact that in the comics, Jack Duquesne is.
Yeah, man, can't a guy just like really enjoy swords and walk around with them the day after he gets arrested and then released for murdering someone with a sword? Come on, man. I feel like we should be doing that a bit more.
He has that aura, though. He has the aura of a villain.
Yeah,
that's true, and that's why
can't be denied.
That's why you expected him to be a villain. But honestly, I kind of saw the whole Eleanor twist happening. Like I felt like she was going to be a bad guy. Maybe that's just because instinctively I don't trust rich people. But at the same time, no, it is just because it was almost predictable. But yeah, no, I don't think that was something I didn't see coming.
Can we talk about Jack's mustache? And that was a very fancy mustache, but also
that was a character of its own.
Yeah, exactly.
Character of
but
its own.
Also, see, like the thing, what I thought, like I agree when you said that the Eleanor's twist was kind of like you could see it. I do agree that she was being set up as a villain throughout. What I didn't see coming was the Jack twist. I don't know if you saw it, but I definitely believe truly that Jack did.
Oh yeah. I thought they were both in bed together there. I thought they were working together on it, and it was all like she was framing him because that's what he told her to do or something like that. I didn't think that at any point he was a good guy and she was a bad guy.
Yeah, I sort of thought they were both in it as well. So yeah.
No matter what, Jack is still engaging in tons of criminal activity and running criminal enterprise. But that's just
obviously
usual. What to do?
Yeah.
Can we bring up the fact that this probably happened at the same in the same MCM time period as Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I also like how is Spider-Man even mentioned in the show at any point?
No.
Like on one hand,
what if it happens after No Way Home?
Oh, wait.
What if this is taking place after No, because it's taking place before Christmas, and No Way Home's before Christmas as well.
Yeah,
but like No Way Home could be like, okay, we see that there's a lot of snow throughout the entire show because it's set in a total of 6 days, and there isn't that much snow, and it's not depicted as that cold. No Way Home, so maybe No Way Home is set in a different time. Or like just
Maybe
like a
No Way
month before.
Home's in another universe.
Bro,
See,
no,
all right, if we
sense
do
now.
that at that point, like at that point, let's just shut down the channel and open an infinite number of channels and an infinite number of multiverses.
Yeah, no, okay. Anyways, let's not try to figure out the Marvel timeline. But I think there are two more important characters that we should talk about: Kingpin and Echo. Maya.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, Kingpin coming from Daredevil series. Wait, the number one thing that makes me wonder about Kingpin appearing in Hawkeye and Matt Murdock actually appearing in No Way Home is Daredevil now canon to the MCU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are these two simply variants of the Daredevil
No,
universe characters?
If we're
No.
going based on what they did with Andrew and Toby, where they actually pulled them from their own movies.
Yeah.
I feel like if they'd done that, then it would have been obvious. Like, yeah, they're actually variants.
Yeah, and he looked the
Yeah.
exact same.
we have to go back to in No Way Home. He showed the exact same reflexes and the exact same skills as
Yeah.
Daredevil.
That being said, what are they going to do with the Defenders and Iron Fist and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones? The
Yeah,
rest of them.
That is a good question.
Because I doubt they're going to bring them back because they were nowhere as successful as Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Daredevil's going to come back, but what is he just never going to mention how he was part of the Defenders for a little bit?
yeah.
Maybe he forgot about it.
Back to Kingpin. Yeah, we don't know at the moment if he's the same one we saw in Daredevil. He might be, he might not be. Hopefully that'll be cleared up. He might be dead, though. So who knows?
No, but
I doubt it.
in
I
the
highly
co-
doubt it.
Yeah,
I don't think they do
doubt
that.
it. In the comics, there was a whole arc where he was blind as well, with bandages and everything. So I doubt he's dead. And moving on to Maya, obviously she's getting her own show, Echo, eventually, sometime in the future. And yeah, I feel like this show also successfully sort of set her up with a decent backstory so far, which can be explored more in depth in her own show, I guess.
Yeah.
And for her to become her own character.
Maya's just like better Taskmaster. So
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm
He
excited
leads
to see.
better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do for her, and I think it was really interesting to have her on the show. I love this idea of like they did it in Eternals too with deaf superheroes. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. And I guess one other thing to mention is probably that Laura Barton is confirmed to be a retired agent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Agent 19 specifically, which is codenamed Mockingbird from the comics. But the thing is, Mockingbird already exists in the MCU. Well, in a show, I guess. I think in Agents of Shield. Sort of.
It was an Agents of Shield.
And if Agents of Shield is confirmed to be non-canon, then I feel like Laura could be a retired Mockingbird.
Yeah.
And if not, she's just Agent 19, I guess. But yeah, I hope we get to see more of her backstory eventually in the future. But yeah.
But she's clearly retired, so I don't know if
we'll she's clearly retired.
Yeah,
I think that was just a little nod to a theory that people already had. So more than anything.
I love the show. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was lighthearted, and it didn't have all the bizarre things that Loki and all the other shows had. It was actually, it made sense. It was fun to watch, and Pizza Dog was probably the best. And like normally we'd say that because the show wasn't very good, but the show was very good. And Pizza Dog is always going to be the best part of any show or any cinematic material that's part of. Long may he reign.
What
I
about
will
Howard
wait for the
Duck?
day.
That was it. What about Howard the Duck?
I just thought to myself internally, I want to see Lucky the dog interact with Peter Parker. I want to see
Who?
Peter Parker meet Lucky.
Who?
Exactly. I don't know, but I think they'd have a very fun relationship if they ever met up.
Peter Parker. Huh. Wish I knew who that was.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Uh,
Oh, Spider-Man. Wow.
How do you know who Spider-Man is?
That's insane.
I thought I knew. Then I just straight up forgot.
Yeah.
Being said, I think we're gonna end the call, the episode right there. But thank you everybody for coming to this episode of Marvelous Musings, where we talked about Hawkeye. And we hope you'll come see our next one in the next season.
Yeah. And guys, by the way, Naranjan will be wearing makeup for the next episode.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So have a good look at him right now. Just like look at him, observe him, because this is the last of the pure.
No, there's no
series.
There, yes. Imagine that face, but with makeup.
Actually,
Yo, you guys, I have
maybe
something.
maybe that might discourage our viewers. Never mind. All right,
Yeah.
wrap.
You guys, I have something very well planned. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Okay, I'm sure you will. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.